welcome you. So we've got Anthony, Andrea, gonna be Hugo, and Ollie. Recently signed to Ninja Tune as you've just done a little tour of the UK and you just put your new EP out. Let's go. Is it bad work? Congratulations. And you've just done a little bit party to celebrate. That's done well, yeah?
Yeah, it was so much fun. We had we had just like a lot of my friends and family and like people who we work with, and we also had we gave like half tickets away as well to that people who enjoy the music. So it was a real good. The vibes were perfect. Really different.
Beautiful. I can imagine it being a good set. I mean,
Ninja Tune bake to take without fake. Like interview or hiking.
yeah, it was cute. Did you eat each other's favorite? Yeah, send me a picture. Yeah.
Did we eat each other's food? No, I was not now. In the office, we've been and a plate with fake with it. This part became the best.
Yeah. Right. So give us a rundown of how you guys met and how you came to fruition, would you?
Whatever. Can you hear me quick?
Yeah, I can hear you, Ollie. Yeah.
All right, well, basically, we started. The baby steps was that we and Hugo were doing a lot of jamming and Cove, and that was kind of just wasn't really used yet. So the journey with Anthony and then Andrew, and then on the first day we all jammed together. We wrote Silky Spring, which there's a good song that we did. It was good. That's the whole story.
Yeah.
Yeah. We didn't think much of it when we wrote that song. Like we were like, oh, now we're a band. And so a friend of ours, Brooke, booked us for a gig. She was putting on these gigs, and she booked us for a gig, and so we're like, okay, fuck it, let's do it, let's have fun, let's do it, the four of us. And then, and after that gig, we were like, oh, because there was a lot of improvisation. We didn't really rehearse much, but after that gig, we were like, then there's something special here. Let's try to make it something bigger, try to make it meet and up. Try to make it on a weekly basis. Maybe it was once every two weeks, and that time every 2 weeks. But yeah, we made it happen. Managed to write and record that first record, so it's great.
And that was all DIY before you'd even signed to Ninja Tune.
Wow. Yeah. Well, it was all DIY, and then we were still trying to get some neighbors involved, and so we contacted lots of label to release this record out, and then finally managed to get in contact with a Danish record called Connecta, and we literally signed with them. 4 Danish people released the first EP. Something.
Wow.
4 Danish people released the first single of the first EP.
Okay. So that's good, Simon, then. So then once the EP was out, then it was backed by them. Amazing. Let's talk about the EP then. Alma's Cool, Charlie. And Bad Boy. So I actually started it on 33 and I was like, oh, this is a 33 RPM. I was like, okay, this is interesting. And then I slowly realized that, okay. But then, yeah, got to him on. And then I feel like when that tune comes in, you just locked into the EP from that point. Your guitar playing is really great on that, Hugo, by the way.
I'm really keeper.
With everybody's... Oh, Ollie's gone. Should we wait for him to get back, or is it something with you?
On the other camera.
Okay.
From the F.
Oh, nice.
Not a hand.
Feels weird not seeing you Bob the Builder hat now. So we got a real mix of cultures in the band, though, haven't we? So we got Anthony, you're British, Ollie, Finnish, is it? Andrew, Swedish, Hugo, French. Have I got that right?
Only.
What was that?
I'll Danish and
You're Danish.
With.
Yes, that's what I meant. Do you guys think that your backgrounds from different countries has had an impact in your music together? Do you think you can hear where you're all from within the music that you've created together?
For me personally, I think from myself for sure. Like I feel quite connected to like the history of British music, and I feel like I've learned a lot from it, and I love it. You know, there's ways of different like, genres that are from London. I don't know what everyone else is.
I think for me, I don't feel like I'm carrying a big flag of Danish music culture into the band, but I do think that the fact that we all have such different backgrounds has really allowed us to be very open to exploring music from all kinds of places, because we don't have like this sense of musical own or shared musical heritage. So we've kind of just been out and about the whole world, just seeing stuff we liked and try to have fun with it, really.
I think that sums up nicely. I'm not sure if I necessarily add a lot of Swiss music culture to the band, because maybe that is a thing that I've not seen a lot, but I haven't seen a lot. Actually, hang drum. Actually, shut up. The hand pan, the hung.
Yeah,
Is actually a Swiss invention, but then again, it's inspired by instruments from Trinidad and India. But I think, yeah, as Ollie put it, there's not only Swissness that is added, or maybe Frenchness. I don't know. How do you view that, Hugo Corti?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, similar to Ollie, I think what it helps is that it inherently we're all still interested with our own like the music that comes from our background, and I think through that, and then being in London, which is such a global city, it just pushes us to like go explore music from just across different countries and not be stuck in just one language or one country or one culture basically, which yeah, maybe that helps a bit. Yeah.
I feel like I can. Weird. Feel like with you all being from different places and coming together to create something as one, it almost feels like more universally accessible to listen to in a really weird way. Like it goes past language almost. Like it's like our music speaks to people who don't even speak the same language necessarily. Just you understand it still. It's quite interesting. So, what if all your musical backgrounds? What was our upbringing like?
For me, I grew up with a dad who was both a musician but also a tour manager for like the first 20 years of my life. So I was always around that, always seeing festivals, going to gigs all the time. And I think it's just all of his friends were musicians, and I just wanted to be part of that group, I guess, in a way. So that's probably what drove me into drums. What about you guys?
I think percussion has always been a big and essential part of my life, because my parents were part of drum circles. They would get together into groups, sing, dance, play music from around the world. And I was kind of part of that as a small little toddler on the side of that. And I think I absorbed loads of that. And I still love rhythm to this day more than a lot of other things.
Wasn't a keyboard your first instrument? Did you say?
Probably. I mean, yeah. I went to like a baby music school as a small toddler. Learned a bit of percussion there, like xylophones. Obviously, a recorder. Started using my voice, but I guess an instrument to play in that sense, yeah, piano was the first one that kind of gave me access to my own voice in a way. And then I actually studied vocals during uni time when I met all of these guys. But I think rhythm has been the most consistent sort of musical guiding force in my life. So yeah.
For myself, it was growing up, and every time I used to go to school, in my mom's car, she'd be putting a record of David Bowie or like the Rolling Stones. So a lot of that classic rock 70s, late 60s, early 70s era. And then basically at the first gig I ever been to, my mom brought me to the Rolling Stones, and I saw Keith Richards play, and I was like, this is what I want to do, man. So yeah, from Keith Richards, basically for me.
Um, yeah, I just like started playing in bands from a young age, and then was taught myself bass, and then went to uni, and then yeah, kept playing in bands, doing like session stuff. And yeah, that's the sort of vibe. And then sort of went through a phase of still am just like experimenting with bass and trying to find my like quite a human connection to the instrument. So it's not just like I'm playing random notes. There's like quite like a there's like a voice behind it. Like I'm still searching for that, but just like that's like I guess my background and where I'm at now. I think, if that makes sense.
So you feel like you're still on the pursuit musically?
Yeah, I think I've arrived at a place that's really sick, and I love it, and it feels to some extent authentic and original. But I'm always sort of like searching for something quite new, or like yeah, with the instrument, but also playing the role of a bass player in a supportive way as well. But just trying to redefine it in interesting ways, basically. Yeah, I don't want to do something that's already been done to some extent, but I'm also aware that everything's been done, so it's quite hard. Yeah.
What are you guys currently listening to at this moment in time?
I was listening to Loyal Corner's new album, hopefully, and it sounds insane. I love the production around it. I love what he talks about, and he took me back into hip hop, into rap, into just bopping my head and having a great time. That's literally currently because it came out on Friday.
Yeah, I've not heard it yet. I saw a poster. Yeah, and he's
It's good.
Listen to
It's very tasteful. Very, very tasteful.
I've been listening to this artist called Hannah Stratton,
Oh wow, yeah.
and she's got the most beautiful album called Scene, and it's just put it on, lie down, and you'll just feel great. And then I've just this week been checking out the new Blue Sun, Andre 3000's ambient music, and
You like it?
I really like it.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
it's great.
legend.
It's very interesting.
It is really.
what's that?
The Andre 3000 album.
Oh, the Andre 3000 album.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
It's very
So,
nice.
yeah.
I like that one song that's called I Swear I Wanted to Make a Rap Album, but this is what came out.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty cool. There's probably like an extra 10 words in that title for some reason, but it's great. Go for it.
I've been re-listening to like Massive Attack and Air.
Oh, wow.
I recently saw them at a festival. Yeah, I saw them at a festival, and I was like, this music is so timeless. And also the grooves and the bass lines are sick, and the whole feel of the records is just like perfect and really simple. And yeah, I really love that.
Is it Massive Attack where one of them disappeared?
Say that again?
Is it Massive Attack where one of the members just disappeared? Am I getting them?
I think that's Manic Street Preachers.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe. Or like, you know, like famously the guy from that band, like just this.
Yeah,
But
I'm thinking
maybe,
them.
maybe one of the people who's not Chris Jack. Yeah. Maybe we should put up some posters and be like, find the missing member of Massive Attack, please.
Hugo, what are you listening to at the moment?
Just three things I'm listening to a lot. The moment is this Brazilian guitar player called Luis Bonfa. I really like. He's pretty big in that whole bossa nova Brazilian scene, and he does also classical guitar. And he's got some really interesting albums. Some that are very like Brazilian bossa nova. He's got one with Stan Getz, and then he's like there's one album I forgot the name of it, but like the artwork is super cool. It's like a green artwork with a type of head shape on it, and it's like very experimental, classic cool guitar. I've been listening to a bit of classical through my grandma, so a bit of Chopin as well, which is nice. I never can remember the names, but yeah. And then I love and I love her very much. A Turkish artist called Sezen Aksu. I probably am absolutely butchering the name, but she's like an 80s icon in Turkey, and she's got like amazing songs. So those three I've been on repeat recently.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the EP then, shall we? So Alma's Cove, I remember that being quite a standout track live, quite a catchy melody, and I love how melodic your bass playing is on it. And Andrin's handpan comes in. There's a bit where it drops out to Andrin's handpan, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Really transportive, takes me somewhere else. And the mix, the whole EP. Have you done this one? Produced this one yourself, Hugh?
So I would say we produced the four of us.
Yeah.
A lot of production ideas and sound come from the four of us, but then it's done in my studio, so I engineer and mix it. Yeah.
Right.
I think a lot of the heavy lifting comes from Hugo.
What's the
I think
recording
a lot of
process
it
for you
all-
guys?
all together here. It's very quick. We like to work quite quickly, I guess. Just probably I'd arrive an hour early at the studio, put up a few microphones, stand, maybe we sometimes put some pads to separate the drums, record live all together. And unfortunately, because it's a small room, there's too much bleed to keep percussion parts, so we usually have to redo percussion parts. And every now and then, if I get too much in my head, I'll redo a guitar part or two, but it hasn't happened that much. And then maybe we have like a little overdub day. Sometimes it's on the same day, sometimes it's just 2 weeks after, so that we can like take a bit of time with the song, have some ideas. People show up for the day with notes of like what they want to try, and we just try to have fun. And sometimes it's a lot, just too much, and we end up using the tracks, but it's still fun. So that's part of the process.
Right. That sounds mint. I think you guys being able to get together and just jam out and record for it benefit, comfort in sound. Who has done the artwork for the album, like the little sketches? And
So pictures, photography was taken by a friend of ours called Konstantin Wiedauer, friendly, lovely Austrian chap that I'd worked with separately before, and he joined us and he helped us out with loads of photography, just like reels, like visual representation of our sport, and that was from a shoot that we did in Eastbourne by the coast, and then that was being processed and sort of like added with graphic design by Flavio Mancini, who we got introduced to via Ninja Tune, and that was what you can see essentially on the record.
how do you think your process has changed, or how do you think things have generally changed with being behind?
Okay. Well, I think first of all, like Ninja Tune have been really great. We didn't know what to expect with a label, but they're just constantly showing us support and giving us new ideas. And when we signed with this EP, like what was really good is that they just put so many different perspectives on the table that we didn't think about, and it just gave us a lot to think about how to represent ourselves and the music, and how to connect with people, and how to make sure that it's all also within the same world, essentially, and everything kind of interconnects with each other. If that makes sense.
Mm.
Yeah, nothing.
Label doing label thing. That's great. Is it?
No, but
Sorry, go on.
Ollie wants to say something.
I was saying, I think what the label brings to the table is obviously a massive breadth of knowledge of all the things that you don't realize you have to do as a modern band. Like we ourselves,
Yeah.
I think, are quite confident when it comes to the actual production of the art and the creativity. They have had some really strong pointers on some things that have definitely elevated the project. But most of all, there's like a trillion things that you have to do now as an artist that you don't realize till you haven't done it and you're panicking the last minute before it has to be done. And they have like 10 people helping us, writing us emails all the time, telling us to do this or that, or even doing stuff for us. And like it's truly invaluable if you're even trying to do something on a scale like this. I mean, a band is a company, and you need a lot of hands on deck to make this work. And you need to know what needs to be done, which you don't, because as a musician, even though we've all studied music, we don't understand the music business. Like, I feel like it's something we're still learning. It's an incredibly complicated machine.
And it's ever changing as well.
Ever
So
changing.
they're really there, sort of like knowing what's changing and how we should stay most recent and sort of like do what works best currently.
Create the most TikToks.
I was pretty sure about that too.
I was going to ask actually, with being a band that's just been signed recently, what's your advice other bands that are wanting to?
I think, like, always put the art first. Obviously, that's like the most basic thing. Like, put the art for it, and once you got the music and visual and sense of idea, like, I do think it's quite important in today's like landscape to be able to think about, like, how do you connect with people and how do you get your music out there. And sometimes maybe bands or artists are like too focused on like just like getting the perfect recording, and it's about also just working quick. Not that it hinders the recording. Actually, I also think that working quick, you can get more creative and better stuff. And it's just about like getting your music out there and trying to play as many shows as possible, and uh and just also being quite forward thinking with like how the social media landscape works. You don't have to be the cringy TikTok stuff, but yeah, it's important to do it still, to connect with people and reach out and answer people, have really good conversation. Like, we met so many amazing, incredible persons through gigs or even Instagram or whatever, just because they want to chat, and we're always keen for a chat. So yeah,
What?
whole bunch of nothing again.
No, there's plenty there.
That's good. We value whatever you say, Hugo. Basically, the music business is a people's business, right? I mean, absolutely, there's the side that is the art, and I think uncompromisingly, you should go forth with what you believe in to be the best art. But ultimately, if you make art that's perfect in a vacuum, and you don't actually know if it's going to resonate, well, then it's not really, like, it's not growing anywhere. I'm sorry. You are going to need to make the best art you can, and then you need to work your butt off trying to meet the people that can help realize that.
Yeah.
And put it into real life, like get it out in the real world. Because yeah, if you're sitting at home and you can make something, it's good. But there's a trillion things that needs to be done, and you can't do them all by yourself. And if you don't know anyone, then you gotta get to know some people.
Fun-loving way, in a fun-loving way.
Yeah, in a community feeling way. Yeah. So the foundation.
yeah.
There's so many lovely
100%.
people out
Sorry, go on, Anthony.
Just saying, there's so many lovely people out there. Do you like the Fengal?
Yeah.
So the art's the foundation, and got to be your biggest fan to a certain extent, but also the other people's fan, build community that bounces off, supporting each other. But learn to
Yeah.
be a good distributor.
Yeah.
Yeah. You need to believe in yourself, and that helps people believe in you, basically. Which is hard to do. It's a tough thing.
I was just gonna say, like, on the last point of that, there's the music, obviously, and then there's the music business, and they are two separate but very intertwined things. So I think a great example is, like, I know a lot of people, including ourselves, like, you can make an EP, and it's the first thing you release, and you send it out to like 50 labels, and no one responds. And then after the fact, it comes out, and then they all of a sudden want to write back like a year later when it's done well. And I think that just cements the fact that you can make great art. But if people don't realize that it's great art, like a lot of these industry people, they see numbers. If they don't see that, they can't understand what great art is. So, like, you got to find a way to communicate that. I'm sorry, but like, it's the truth.
No, they understand. They understand, but I think it's also what these people are looking for is like an artist that, is okay to work on the music and is good at the music, but also is ready to learn the other stuff that comes with the industry of the music. I think is what we're trying to say, basically.
Sure.
This is why a band works. So many different opinions.
Yeah, a lot of good dynamics.
In 5 years' time, where do you guys see yourself? What do you want to be doing?
Want to be in the swimming pool, drinking a beer. That's it.
Another boat party.
Yeah.
No, this time a yacht party.
Yeah, a yacht party. Yeah. Every release just go up in boat size.
We'll end into like the Titanic, you know. That'll be pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
No, but
I think just touring and making records.
So like a constant, like a system of basically, yeah, touring, recording, and just keeping that going.
yeah,
I also think that we all have a dream. As I understand it, like maybe scoring a movie or something. I think we really want to try and expand on our creativity. And I think that's something that we'd all be really into. So if you got Spielberg's number or Wes Anderson, feel free to shoot them a message saying that whenever they're ready, we're here.
Hopefully one of them catches this, or they're like, yeah, or something.
yeah, exactly.
You never know. You're putting it out into the world now.
Spielberg, we know you're listening.
Steven, call me. Steven, call me.
Does this look like the cat meme that's like that?
Oh yeah. Right, let's round things up then. So there's a question I like to ask all the artists when we're getting towards the end of it, and it's a word. You're losing your hearing. You've got one last song you listen to.
What?
What's that? What song do you choose?
Oh, that's good.
I'm gonna pick Karma Shadow by Paul Geiger. And no one knows this, but I know it, and that's why it matters.
I'm gonna say The Sound of the Trees.
I would say purely because this song would make me never want to listen to music again. So I'd feel completely fine if this should happen. It's this song that Anthony's been singing while we've been on tour. Do you want to sing it?
Yeah.
I'm fine. That's done. I'm done.
Is that an original?
It's
It's like
inspired by
by Rod Stewart, right?
Ah, of course.
You don't have.
Wait, I just spotted Rod Stewart.
What? I would, for mine, I'd choose something very big. But since the day I've listened to this song, it's my favorite song. And whenever I die, I want people to play this song. The recording, not a cover. The fucking recording, because no one can do it like him. Lover, You Should Come Over by Jeff Buffy. For me is just
Nice.
beautiful. Yeah. So cliche, but I still love it.
Is it
I like it. Great.
good to include them?
Yeah, great record.
Just to finish off the EP tracks as well. I wanted to talk about Lou. Ollie, your kind of like Afrobeat Tony Allen-esque groove comes in. Quite different to the rest of the EP, but a really nice way to end it. I felt like when the EP ended, I really wanted more as well. Are you guys recording at the moment, or are you focusing on touring?
Well, I'm glad you asked, because we've recorded a whole new EP 2 days before we released this one. So there's definitely more to come.
Oh wow!
Like,
Okay. Exciting times.
Keep your eyes peeled. It's in the mixing process right now.
Actually, Elliot, because you were doing the sound at our Glasgow show, sorry, not Glasgow, Manchester show at Yes Basement, you would have actually maybe already heard some of these tracks, but obviously not recorded or mixed or mastered. So keep your ears open.
Exciting. And I'm looking forward to it. Honestly, like, since meeting you guys and doing that show, even just listening to this EP, your music has quite a profound impact on me when I'm listening to it. Like we were saying before about that, passing over like cultural boundaries, it feels like universally accessible, and it just like it hits me in the soul listening to it. Really beautiful. Guys have put. Thank you for this.
Thank you. Thank you as well.
A pleasure. I hopefully catch you soon as well.
What was the last song you would listen to before you lose your hearing?
Oh, maybe something fun like "Nothing from Nothing" by Billy Preston.
Right. Nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I love that tune. Yeah, it just so feel good. And that just set me on my ways.
That's good.
Right, boys, thank you so much.
Cheers, man.
Thank
See you
you.
soon.